Hello, friends, and welcome back to another Princess Pineapple story. All right, so I'm going to need your help today. So we're going to start off by singing our imagination song like we always do. And throughout the story, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and jump in. I might not be able to hear all of you, but I'll use some of your ideas, okay? Anyway, so let's get warmed up with our imagination song. Not the honk honk beep beep. This is the song that we wrote with the Red Group. So it goes like this. I was sitting in my bedroom, looking up at the sky, wondering where my imagination might fly. I thought I saw a cloud, shaped just like Puff. Then that magic dragon started to say, ruff, ruff, ruff. I have magic over here, I have magic over there. Our imagination goes everywhere. It can change a dog into a giant frog, yes. It can change some cloth into a fuzzy sloth. I have magic over here, I have magic over there. My imagination goes everywhere. You or I imagine. Magic starts to happen. I have magic over here, I have magic over there. Our imagination goes everywhere. It can change a red wagon into a fancy dragon. It can change a seahorse into a maybe stallion, of course. But we sing, I have magic over here, I have magic over there. Our imagination goes everywhere. You or I imagine. Magic starts to happen. One more time. You or I imagine. Magic starts to happen. All right, friends. Our imaginations are warmed up. Let me put the guitar down. So, you guys are here for a very special story. It's a story about our good friend, Princess Pineapple! But let's start it the way we always start our stories, okay? A long time ago, in a land far, far away, there was a little girl with dark skin and bright green hair whose name was Princess Pineapple. Now, Princess Pineapple, you see, she was not your ordinary princess. She loved to go on adventures, and she loved to go exploring. Yes, exploring. Now, she did this using a very special notebook. Now, some of you, what was it called? Yes, it's her adventure journal. I actually have my own adventure journal. You see how it has a music note there, and I'm going to go ahead and open it to show you guys. Now, I use words to write in my adventure journal, but sometimes I'll draw pictures, like, see that? There's a picture. That's another one. One time I was driving down the road, and I was trying to remember a song, so I drew some pictures to help me remember them. What else? Where's another picture? Oh, August. I had some ideas with your dad about building a climbing wall at the school, so we'll get that going eventually when we all go back to school. But yeah, so everyone, if you have an adventure journal, go ahead and bring it out now. If you don't worry about it. Princess Pineapple will have her adventure journal in the story. Anyway, she loved to go on adventures and she loved to go exploring. And she did all of this using a very special notebook. Her adventure journal, yes. Anyway, Princess Pineapple, she was sitting out in the garden one day and she heard something. What's that noise? It's a what? Yes, it's a bumblebee. Actually, I want to imagine it's a honeybee. Did you know that honeybees are very, very important for us? Very, very important for the life on Earth. You know, in order to have flowers, in order to have trees, in order for our natural world to be healthy, we actually really depend on bees a lot. Anyway. So, Princess Pineapple sitting out in the garden, she heard and then a bee landed on a flower right next to her. And the bee said,
Princess Pineapple, I would like to welcome you because we would like to we would like you to join us in a very special court.
Very special court? Princess Pineapple said, I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean?
Well, Princess Pineapple, you see, the Queen Bee would like you to come to our ball.
A ball, huh? Well, Princess Pineapple said, I'm very sorry, Bee. I would love to come to your ball, but I don't really have... I'm afraid I'm too big for your ball. The bee said,
Princess Pineapple, I thought you had a very special notebook that you could use to come to the ball.
Princess Pineapple got a big idea. Bing! Everyone do that with me. Bing! Big idea. Say, I got some good ideas. I got some good ideas. I got some good ideas. How about you? Everybody sing. I've got some good ideas. I've got some good ideas. I've got some good ideas. How about you? I do, me too, and so do all of you. So, Princess Pineapple got a big idea. So yeah, she said, yeah, I could totally use my adventure journal. So the little bee said,
very well, we shall see you at bee o'clock.
Bee o'clock? I don't know what that means. But anyway, the bee flew away. And Princess Pineapple needed to run. So everyone stand up. I want everyone to stand up and start running up the stairs, up to the tallest room in the highest tower. Let's go! And she got up. Oh no. Oh goodness, we forgot the key. Wait, you have a key? Okay, go ahead. Bring it out, bring it out. Put the key in the door. Turn it, unlock the door. And then open the door wide. Man, guys, all that running, it made me very, very warm. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the sweatshirt because it's very warm. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Much better. Anyway, Princess Pineapple went ahead and she unlocked the door. And when she opened the door, she looked around. And everyone take a deep breath in. She smelled all her wonderful books. She was so excited. So she went ahead and she looked around and she was looking for a very special book. Oh gosh, what book is she looking for? What? I can't hear you. Say that again, nice and loud. What book is she looking for? Yes, it's her adventure journal. Now, what color is her adventure journal again? I'm hearing some people say purple, some people say pink, some people say rainbow. It's all those colors and more. Princess Pineapple was able to paint her adventure journal with a very special magic paint that when you looked at it, it shined different colors. So when you look at it and then you were feeling really happy or anxious, or let's say you're feeling really happy. Whatever color makes you feel happiest, that's the color you saw. Whenever you're feeling very anxious, like you're a little nervous, like you're not sure how you feel, then all of a sudden, whatever color you see in your head, all of a sudden the adventure journal was shining that color. Anyway, she walked over to the bookshelf and she pulled it down off the bookshelf. Everyone go, grah, chunk. Let's open it up. Grah, chunk. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's been way too long since we've done one of these Princess Pineapple stories. So don't blow it on me. Let's blow all the dust off that way, okay? 1, 2, 3. And just like that, the dust. Oh, excuse me. So much dust. Anyway, so she started flipping through the pages. She was looking for a blank page because she wants to be able to jump in to the beehive, the bee ball. Anyway, so she found a blank page. There we go, a blank page. And when she found a blank page, she went ahead and she started trying to imagine what a bee ball would look like. What would a bee party look like? What would there be? What would there get it? What would there be? I'm just kidding. Anyway, what would there be? Some honey, maybe. Yeah. What color? Yellow colors. Yellow and black. Okay, very cool. It'd be squishy. Okay, what else? Sticky? Okay, so maybe she needs to find non-sticky shoes. Anyone have any non-sticky shoes that she could borrow? Okay, come on. Thank you very much. All right, everyone, put on your non-sticky shoes. If you have an extra pair, please go ahead and put those on. So Princess Pineapple put on her non-sticky shoes, and she put on her bee outfit. She wanted to put on a little headband that had a little antenna like that. And she felt ready to go to the bee party. So Oh, how do we jump into a book? It's been too long, guys. I forget. What do we sing? Yes. Okay, let's do it. Bippity boppity boo, an elephant sat on you. Bippity boppity boo, an elephant sat on you. One more time we sing bippity boppity boo, an elephant sat on you. And she started falling through the book. And this time she fell for a really long time, but as she was falling, she got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until she was the size of a little bee. So, Princess Pineapple landed splat! She landed right in the middle of a big thing of honey. Oh, she was so sticky, but it was okay. Because when she stood up and she brushed herself off, because her suit was non-sticky, she was able to walk around no problem. But it was very strange. She thought for a bee party, she would see more bees. There was no one there. Oh, she was feeling really... What was this? She was feeling really what? Yeah, sad, a little scared, a little confused. She was invited to a party, but there was nobody there. This is what I call a mystery. It's a question that needs answering, right? So instead of walking around, because she was in someone else's house, she didn't want to just walk around. She just waited there for a little bit and listened. Everyone, close your eyes and listen. What do you think a beehive would sound like? It would be like a humming, right? Well, Princess Pineapple closed her eyes and she heard she heard that the song that she always hears inside her heart. All of a sudden, the bees were singing to it. And so the bees were singing, and she realized that the bees were trying to give her a surprise. A surprise? A surprise? Why would Princess Pineapple be getting a surprise? Why do you think? Yeah, today is Princess Pineapple's birthday. So we should probably sing happy birthday to Princess Pineapple. But not yet. Hold on. So, Princess Pineapple was so surprised and so happy that she started crying. Oh, wait a minute. When you cry, doesn't that mean you're sad? What else can it mean? Yeah, sometimes you can be so happy that you cry a little bit. Like when you're excited to be going on a vacation with your family, or you're really excited to see a friend you haven't seen in a while, or when you get a hug from your mommy and daddy that you have, like, let's just, you know what, everyone give yourself a hug really quick. Oh, when you get a hug that you weren't expecting and you really like it. So that is one reason you might cry, because you are so happy, that you are so full of joy, so full of happy, it starts coming out crying. Anyway, Princess Pineapple started crying. Anyway, Princess Pineapple was crying, but she was so happy. And so all the bees buzzed around her and they said,
Princess Pineapple, is it okay if we give you a bee hug?
And so they all came in. Princess Pineapple said, yes, of course. And they all came in close and they were all buzzing. So everyone, take yourself and buzz inside a hug. Ooh! Bzzz. Yeah, take your hands, shake them a little bit against your cheeks. It feels a little funny. You know, let's make a funny face. This is what Princess Pineapple's face looked like. She was very happy. Anyway, so Princess Pineapple was very happy, and they all started dancing. Let's see, what's a fun song we could dance to? Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna take myself to the old beehive. I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna groove and jive. I'm gonna take myself to the old beehive. I'm gonna dance, groove and jive. I got a bee named Frank, he's gonna be my friend. We're gonna dance all night, dance until the end. I got a bee named Bob, he's gonna do the job of dancing with us all night long. 'Cause everybody's gonna be okay. That's not all I have to say, but everybody's gonna have some fun until the morning sun. And so, anyway, Princess Pineapple was dancing with her bee friends, and they were having so much fun. But then all of a sudden, they heard a noise. Can you guys make the sound of a rainstorm or a thunderstorm? Let me hear. Ooh. Yeah, that's really scary. It was thundering outside. Just a young boy. Anyway, Cam, that one was for you. So, it was thunder and lightning outside, and all the bees were feeling really ooh. So they all went down deep into the deepest heart of the hive. And Princess Pineapple was feeling like, I should probably get out of here, when all of a sudden, the ground from underneath all of them shook. The beehive came loose from the tree, and it started tumbling down the tree. Started tumbling down the tree. And everyone was all over the place. Everyone pretend like you're falling. Anyway, they fell all over the place, and it hurt. But Princess Pineapple was okay. Everyone else was okay. It hurt a little bit, but was it a big hurt or was it a little hurt? Yeah, it was a little hurt. It's something that we can handle, all right? So Princess Pineapple picked herself up, brushed herself off, and she started checking on her friends. Frank, Bob, Josie, you guys okay? Everyone was fine. All the bees were fine. But they were really sad because their home was broken. It was hurt. It had fallen down a tree, and it was still raining outside. So the water was starting to come in. So whenever you need a job done, do you wait for someone else to do it? No, it has to get done now. So there's water coming in. What is something we could do to close up the walls? What was that? We could use some honey. Okay, everyone grab some honey and start sticking it on the walls. What else? Glue? Okay, let's get some glue. What else? Oh, okay, yeah, let's use that. Cement? All right, let's keep closing up the holes, quick. I'm going to play music while we close up the holes. And just like that, Princess Pineapple and all the bee friends, they closed up the holes. Even though the beehive was on the ground and they wanted to make sure that, well, what do I always say? What is broken can be fixed. It might not be exactly the same ever again, but that's okay. We could still use it, right? Or they could build a new beehive. That's right. They could build a new beehive up in the tree, but they wanted to wait until the rain was done. Can I hear some more rain, please? Shh. The rain calmed down just enough for Princess Pineapple and friends to feel like they were safe. The water wasn't coming in anymore, and they were able to continue having their party. Let's hear. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? One of the bees named Kermit started singing the Rainbow Connection song, and all the other bees were starting to I'm awake. Anyway, they started singing the Rainbow Connection song, and they were having a lot of fun with it. They decided that instead of falling asleep just then and there, they were all going to have like a sleepover, right? But Princess Pineapple really needed to go home. So she decided she was going to tell them a story that she heard, and she was going to let all the bee friends fall asleep to her story. So Princess Pineapple grabbed some honeycomb, put it together as a chair, and then sat down with all the bees, cuddled up really close with their blankets, and they're all cuddling really close and being like,
okay, we're ready for the story.
And so Princess Pineapple started telling the story, and it goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Princess Pineapple, and she started telling a story, and it sounded like this. Once upon a time, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not going to do a loop story. I'm just kidding. Anyway, no, but seriously, once upon a time, and a long, long time ago, there was a village of frogs. The frog village, they had a competition every single year to see who can get to the top of the tallest tree in the forest. But this year, there was hundreds of frogs trying to get to the top. Because if you get to the very top of the tree, you get to make a wish. any wish, and the oldest frog will grant that wish. Anyway, all the frogs, they start hopping up the tree. But pretty soon, people get really tired because it's a really tall tree. So the frogs start hopping up the tree, and one by one, they all start giving up. There's only 3 frogs left at the end of this race, and they're almost getting to the top, and they all pause for a second to try and catch their breath. All the frogs down at the bottom of the tree trunk, they're shouting up, "Just give it up already! It's impossible! Don't even try!" 2 of the frogs do give up. They agree. They look down, they listen to their friends, and they hear, yeah, it is impossible. There's no way any of us are going to be able to do this. But there's one frog that keeps going, and they keep hopping, and they look so tired. Their skin is sweaty. Their skin is dripping like this because they're so tired. But every time they look down and they hear someone say, "Give up already," they jump further and they jump higher. They go all the way to the tippy top of the tree. Then they grab a leaf and they float down. Everyone grab a leaf. Float down. The leaf was golden. It was proof that they made it to the very top of the tree. They run over and give it to the oldest frog. The oldest frog said,
"That was amazing. I've never seen anyone reach the very top of the tree. How did you do it?"
The young frog looked at the old frog and said, "I'm very sorry. I can't understand you. Can you speak slower so I can read your lips?" The old frog was very puzzled, so the old frog spoke a little bit slower and said, "Very well. I am very impressed. How did you do it?" And the young frog said, "Oh, well, every time I looked down and I thought about giving up, I saw all the people that were cheering me on, saying, 'Keep going, you can do it.'" Now, wait a minute. Does anyone remember what the other frogs were saying? Yeah, the other frogs were saying, "Give up, it's impossible, you can't do it." But what the youngest frog at the top of the tree, who didn't have hearing, said that he thought every time they looked down, the people were actually cheering them on. So in his head, no matter what, every time they felt like giving up, whenever they looked down, they didn't want to give up because they felt like everyone was supporting them, everyone was behind them. Which just goes to show you, look at all the things that we can accomplish together whenever we cheer each other on. So whenever you see a friend that's having some trouble, cheer them on. Make sure that they feel like you are supporting them. All right? Whenever Princess Pineapple finished the story, all the bees were humming quietly. Can I hear everyone hum quietly? Go. And so the bees were humming in their sleep, but Princess Pineapple felt her heart feel very warm, and she felt love. And she said, "I think it's time for all of us to go. So guys, friends, don't wake up the bees. Very quietly, let's go. Bippity boppity boo, an elephant sat on you." One more time. Bippity boppity boo, an elephant sat on you. Let's try that again. And she fell through, but she didn't scream this time because she didn't want to wake up the bees, but she will. Everyone, scream as quietly as you can. Yeah, go crazy. Scream as quietly as you can, but go crazy. Go. Anyway, she landed back in her library. All the books were surrounding her. It smelled like old trees and sweet and sour, and it was her favorite smell. But on the page in front of her, it was no longer a blank page. I want you all to imagine that you have a blank page here in front of you, or if you have your adventure journal, you can actually go ahead and bring it out right now and draw in it, all right? I'm not going to draw on that one. I'm going to draw on our blank page that Princess Pineapple has. All right, let's see here. I want you to draw a picture that will help you remember the story, All right, a picture that will help you remember the story. All right, let's see here. Let's see. I wonder. Oh yeah, that's what I draw. I want to draw. Oh, what was that? Let me see. Beautiful. Oh, you use yellow. I see some black in there. Is that green? Oh, it's just a different kind of yellow. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw the flower, and then the bee that landed on the flower. All right, there we go. Perfect. Close your books. Ka-chunk. Put the books back on the shelf. Ka-chunk. And let's finish out the same way we started by singing our imagination song. All right. There we go. I am always so nervous when I pick up my guitar because I don't want it to hit. I don't want to hurt it in any way, shape, or form because it's one of my favorite things in the whole world. All right. Y'all ready? Here goes. I was sitting in my bedroom, looking up at the sky, wondering where my imagination might fly. I thought I saw a cloud shaped just like Puff. Then that magic dragon started to say, "Ruff, ruff, ruff. I have magic over here, I have magic over there. My imagination goes everywhere. It can change a dog into a giant frog. It can change some cloth into a giant sloth." What? A fuzzy sloth. I have magic over here, I have magic over there. My imagination goes everywhere. It can change a wagon into a painted red dragon. It can change a bee into an ocean or a sea. I have magic over here, I have magic over there. My imagination goes everywhere. You or I imagine. Magic starts to happen. One more time. You or I imagine. Magic starts to happen. All right, friends. So today was a lot of fun. Today, every day is fun with you guys. But it was really nice to be able to jump back and do some Princess Pineapple with you guys. And I hope you guys are having fun with it too. All right, friends, lots of love. Make sure that you keep using your imagination. And if you do draw in your adventure journals, please feel free to send them to me, all right? You might be getting some letters in the mail, so look out for those. And we will make sure that we trade pictures back and forth, okay? All right, friends, I will talk to you later. Bye.